Going live. Hi, I'm Raymond, and you're listening to Insert Quest here. This is the first recording I've made since being back from the road trip, which should put this whole campaign into really strange chronological context. Today we're playing Numenera. Brandon's our GM. This could be, very likely, the last game of our Numenera campaign. We shall see. Brandon, what are we doing?
I don't know. Well, last time you went into this cave after going on a expedient journey of flashbacks and flash forwards to the obelisk of the water god, and you searched a small factory cave place and entered a room where a man, a very jaundiced, metallic man, was standing waiting for you. You easily dispatched him, and a whole bunch of ciphers fell out of his body, but not really. You made some ciphers.
Oh, right.
And so you have a collection of ciphers on the ground. That's about it. That's where we left off.
I call dibs.
Alright, go.
Okay.
You picked
Tell
up
Kieran
one
about
cipher.
these ciphers.
Well, there is a pill.
Oh, no, fuck you. I snatched that out of his hands.
Okay.
All right.
You're
Another
not
pill.
powered by the drugopolyps.
There are 2 rings.
Can I roll to see what those rings are?
Yes, it is a difficulty 3. I don't have to look it up this time. Difficulty 3.
Okay, I'm probably gonna fail. Well, let's see. Yeah, that was a failure.
Yes. No idea.
What happens
Well,
if I
I'll come up
ingest...
anyway.
What happens if I ingest a cipher without checking what it does first?
Then it does whatever it does. You have no idea.
That's a good point.
It'll do something. It probably won't kill you because most ciphers don't kill you. Like, this isn't like, D&D magic item where it's like, ho, secretly it was a doomsday neck piece that in 5 days your neck will blow off, separating your head from your body. Your head will become a living skeleton monster and eat your body.
I don't know, that sounds kind of Numenera-y. I'd
Yeah,
wear
it
that.
is.
You've got 5 days of cool neck armor.
Yes, against international vampires, because that's Numenera.
International?
Yeah.
They're from the beyond. They speak a different language to you. They're international.
They speak with an accent.
How dare they?
I am
Okay, so they both
continental.
failed their roles
Yes, we did. Failed them hard.
to identify some Numen.
So you have 2 rings.
If only
There
our
is-
Numenera identifier didn't die tragically.
There's a pill.
Only.
There is a amulet. There is a handful of metal spheres.
Ooh, I like a handful of metal spheres.
And there's some
Well,
kind
I can
of
hold 3 of these.
wrist-mounted device. So altogether, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll take 3 of those.
Just pick up 3 random ones. All right, you get the 3 worst ones, and
Oh, wow.
so I'm going to add this to your thing. Just don't look at it, Raymond.
Okay,
technically
the
you have
pill,
it.
I'm guessing?
Yes.
I'm about to try and identify it, so...
Okay, you can try and identify it right now.
Cool.
It looks like a
Difficulty
Numenera.
3. It does look a bit like a Numenera. I'm not going to spend any effort.
Numenera.
Hey, a failure!
All right. You have
We're
no
off to
idea.
a rousing start.
We just have no idea what these things are.
This sets a precedent.
I cannot wait to ingest this ingestible that I have no idea what it does.
I mean, you could just ingest it now.
I could, but I don't know its duration.
You don't. It could be forever, or it could be for an hour. It could be
It's
useless.
not gonna be forever. It's a fucking cipher.
It makes you grow one of your pinky fingers an inch longer.
That'd be so
Forever.
useful for so many sex things.
Oh, good. So, yeah, there's a bunch of things on the ground.
I'll pick up those spheres and try and identify them. I assume that
Okay.
the handful of spheres is one item.
Yes.
Can
They're all
I
in
try to identify something else?
Yep.
Okay, I'll try to identify this amulet thing.
Okay. Okay.
I beat difficulty.
Escape.
Yeah, another failure. I don't know what these spheres are. I put them in my pocket.
Woo! Natural 20!
All right, here we go.
So I know
so
exactly what all the Numenera is. What
No,
this...
you just know. I'll let you do 2,
Okay,
but
thank you.
I'm gonna do that will be your 20 thing.
Okay.
So this first thing you're looking at is an amulet. It
Okay.
has a little like hourglass shape on it, and this is a reset. It utterly erases the last 5 minutes of time. Everything goes back to the way it was, and no one except the user remember what happened during the last 5 minutes.
Mine.
Okay.
Do I want that?
To your journal. That is a occultic cipher, I believe it is called. So that counts as 2.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, that's fine.
So it's in your whatever cipher list. It should be. It's called Reset Level 10.
Yep.
Okay. And then what other one? There is a wrist-mounted device, a bracelet or ring, a tiny spike, and the 2 rings.
How about
Tiny spike sounds like a thing you might inject.
Okay, well then you can have it. How about that wrist-mounted device?
Okay. You realize this is by shooting this will shoot some kind of bolt of energy through water at a target within long range.
Oh
So
wow,
you have to
that's
have-
Does
like
it have to be specifically in water?
Yes, so both the water,
That
the
is-
weapon, and the target must be at least partially submerged.
that is
Oh.
a deep swimmer approved item.
Okay, I'll give it to you then. Well, I mean, if you're
Cool.
holding stuff, I'm not going to give it to you, but we'll just
Yeah,
set that aside for now.
We put it in the deep swimmer pile. I look at this spike and I realize I totally know what this spike is because I succeeded on my roll, Brandon.
You've actually seen these before. This is a data spike.
Oh, fuck data spikes.
If you insert it into the base of your neck so it enters your brain, you can have some sweet, sweet info.
That's
You throw
horrible.
it in the garbage.
and we don't know what the info is going to be, do we? It's like a random surge of knowledge.
Could
Yes.
be someone's vacation photos, for all we know.
You
Fuck
can
it,
get.
I'm going to use that right now.
All
Oh,
right.
God.
So
I
roll
jab
me,
that into my skull.
roll me a d20.
We don't even know, like, we just see you, like, pick this up and then just jab it into your skull.
I got an 18, Brandon.
All right.
That's good.
You feel a succinct awareness that you could, in fact, if given right now a broken item, fix it.
I have so many broken items.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I have a lot of them. I have broken ciphers because they all broke one time.
I can't fix ciphers. Ciphers are
What?
one-use only items.
No, but like I never used them.
Then
No,
how did they break?
They were
Because I had
all
too many.
destroyed.
Oh, they're destroyed if that happens. They
Yeah,
interact
the
in like
energy-
one flow.
You
The
told me
energy
that they
that's
were
inside them.
okay. Well, whatever. I'll just delete these from my inventory then.
Is
Yes.
inerted.
They're just junk. I might be able to cobble together a random new cipher from them.
Yeah, but that would take, like,
A
possibly...
few days.
Yeah. Want to hang around and get a random cipher? Alright, I made this gun that can only be shot when you're upside down in a vacuumless space, as long as you're not touching anything made of flesh.
That's a
Including
really
your own
weird
body.
trigger.
Very specific.
It can
Yeah.
only be used by some kind of metal man.
So I will put this used cipher in your inventory, this data
So
spike.
is this like he can only fix something right now, or just forever?
It'll probably last for a few hours or something,
It
but who
is
knows?
1 hour because it is a level 1.
Cool. Alright, do we have any other shit that we need to divide up? I've got that
Well-
bracelet of
There's
gun
2
water.
rings.
Okay, I'm going to put that in your inventory then.
I haven't looked at the rings. I could try and identify them for you two.
There's a handful of metal spheres, 2 rings, and the pill. Did you take the pill?
I have not taken the pill yet, but I did succeed on identifying one of those metal rings. The leftmost one.
Okay. The 2 rings are the same object.
Oh, cool.
One is master to the other. Is the ranged retaliator when it's the bomb item.
Yeah.
When the master item is activated, the other item pulses with electricity and inflicts damage. So if you could surreptitiously grapple Grieve Vinma in some kind of suplex hold and put the ring on him without him taking it off, then it could be useful.
What if you slipped the wrong ring on someone, and then when you activated it, you shocked yourself?
I think you always know which is the master and which is the semi and which is the uke.
Why do we
Stop.
keep getting
Stop.
that cipher?
Stop. I never
There's
want
a
to hear that
percentile
ever
table,
again.
that's why.
Yeah, it's a percentile
This-
table. That's why.
Okay, I'm
Second
gonna
time
look
we've
at that
gotten
pill,
that
and
fucking
maybe I'll get. I found out what the pill. Oh my god! I got another 20.
Found out what the pill and the spheres do, maybe?
Sure.
I'm
I'm
going
like
to
on a roll
just
today. I guess I just know Numenera now.
okay. I'm just going to dump the ranged retaliator. It's just gonna. I'm not assigning it to anyone because I assume no one wants it.
Not really.
It's not going to be useful.
So you see the pill that is in Halim's hand. You know that is some kind of device that allows you to access the data sphere and analyze
Ooh.
other sentient creatures and anticipate their needs and motives and emotions. Wording and gestures and even body language suggestions are offered. For 1 hour, the user has a asset for all interaction tasks.
Oh.
Oh,
Mm.
that'll be cool.
Grieves
So that should go
Vinma.
to someone with positive interactions.
Yeah, that'll be useful, actually. Especially considering I don't start fights, I finish them.
All right, I'm giving that to you since you have it, so you have it.
Cool.
And then I'll let you know what this other one is. So, this little case or whatever, little bottle, let's say, of metal spheres. When activated, the spheres fly into the air and project a large shield of solid light that protects the user as a normal shield, reducing the difficulty of speed defense rolls by 1 step.
Give that to me, and then I think I'll have.
Automatic success.
Yeah.
Anyone who
Basically.
attacks the user and misses strikes the shield instead, creating a backlash that inflicts 4 points of intellect damage, ignores armor. It lasts for 1 hour.
Oh.
Ouch.
Really
I
good.
will, in fact, give that to our close combat fighter.
Thank you.
Yeah, good plan.
I don't intend to be anywhere near the next thing we fight.
How many ciphers do you have?
Me,
How many ciphers can you wield? Yes.
I can wield
As-
3. And
As
I
Jacob
have.
likes to remind us, he is a higher adventurer
yes.
level than we are.
I am.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, and then what's the other one you have? That one, and that's it, right? You have the reset and the solid light retribution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can't actually carry anything else.
Nope.
You also have, Raymond, a detonation electromagnetic device.
I do. It hasn't really been useful yet. How do I remove a thing from my
Do you not
list here?
want it?
Well, I don't need spheres anymore.
If you hit modify, then a little trash can should show up by the thing you can
Ah,
delete.
yeah, cool.
I assume you turn out this man's pockets,
Yeah.
search his body for any pieces of paper or
Cash money.
Yeah, cash money. You find no cash money.
Damn.
You see, however, as you kind of search, hoping maybe he has an artifact shoved up his butt or something.
That's where I put my data spike.
Make connection with your brain butt. Or your butt brain, rather.
There, as you kind of turn out his pockets, Kieran, you see a very familiar-looking item. It's a gold compass kind of shaped thing.
Oh.
Kind of looks like this.
Yeah.
That you and Co found in a whatever. So yes, I will let you ponder that while we take a cake break. Good thing we didn't get into anything.
We're gonna take a quick cake break.
Yes.
So Brandon, you go do the cake break.
You guys talk in character while
Or instead of that, since it's a cake break, we can play that one song about like cake on the beach or something.
Let's just let Brandon go. I feel like we've seen an object like this before, this sort of ancient-looking compass thing.
He just told us where we've seen it.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I was thinking about cake breaks.
Did you guys see that in the loop? Because I have no recollection
Well,
of
I'm
that.
the only one who saw it in the loop.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because one of the others from the loop is dead. And Ryan had other things to do. I can't remember what. He was busy, and it's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I don't even mind. It's fine.
Oh, I didn't spend my XP points yet.
Oh, you better do that quick, Mr. Better Adventurer than you.
Thanks. Find the Numenera document so I know what I want to get.
Indeed.
Here we go.
Okay,
No,
so
wait.
we've got these ciphers. If we know nothing about how we're gonna find Grief Brynmar when we find him, if he's even here.
Well, I know that I am going to charge up at
Use a
him.
sword on him.
Yeah, use my disruptor sword.
Well, yeah, I'll obviously use my spears, but I'd like more of a plan than we're just gonna throw all of our attack moves at him till he stops having hit points.
Right. That's how you do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of D&D, and I haven't even played that much D&D. And I know that's how you do it.
I didn't even know that we were going to encounter Grief Binma here. I thought that we were just trying to find out what he took from the water obelisk and what was in that helmet.
My character doesn't think we're going to encounter him here, but, you know. Alright, let's have this interaction in character. So, guys, what are you going to do when you track down this purple man?
Kill him.
Okay, Doesn't he have, like, crazy explosion teleporter powers?
For all we know, that could have been a one-off.
That's true. It could have been like a cipher. But, like, do you have a strategy for how you're gonna fight him? When you finally do track him down? Weeks from now?
Well, personally, I was hoping we could find some insight into what kind of abilities he might have here, which is one of the reasons I wanted to come.
Hmm. Hopefully we do find something like that. So, you guys know more about him. Do you know, like, anything about the way he fights? If he fights at all? Does he prefer to avoid a fight, or does he
He's
charge
probably
head on in?
like a nano, so
That doesn't mean shit. Ko
well,
didn't
if you want
avoid
to know how he
fights.
fights, he casts
I mean, that's true. So
spells.
he's probably... Do you know what form his manifestations and esoteries take? Does he shoot fire out of his eyeballs, or what? Like, what do we know?
I don't know much.
Me neither.
But I know I love you. I couldn't resist. It just fits so well. Guys, not filling me with confidence about murdering this guy, but I put my hand on Kieran. Like, I have
Don't touch me.
faith that our skilled acrobatic warrior will find the chinks in his armor.
Yeah, because you don't seem to be able to do that.
Okay, buddy. I was trying to be supportive, but now, fuck you.
And if that fails, everybody stay well back. I have this singularity detonator.
Wait, why don't we just throw that
Yeah.
at him?
I forgot you had that.
I've been sitting on it for a while. I don't want to, throw away my black hole.
I think when we walk in there, I'm gonna drink my I'm gonna take that pill, and then I'm gonna put that EMP thing in my hand. Do you still have that robot thing bound to your shoulder?
Yes, I do. It's
Yeah.
probably telling you right now that I am. I think its eye would probably be yellowish because I am in moderate health.
Moderate health.
Yeah. I should probably. I should probably make a recovery roll, but that would take an hour.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, we probably have an hour. Oh, this
Alright.
magazine is in German. That's why the covers don't make any fucking sense.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they make sense, but you don't
Well,
speak
that
German.
makes sense in German. I don't speak German, and it's in German.
To the
I mean,
set of
maybe if I
German
Well, if anyone's
speakers.
curious about what I leveled myself up in or advanced in, I increased my might edge by 1. So now I can do that chop acrobatic attack thing I kept doing every single move, but with no cost to my might pool.
Awesome.
Nice. I just realized I have 10 experience. I should probably buy some things as well. I could buy a Numenera skill. We seem to be kind of in need of that. I can't buy speed defense, can I?
Unless you have a thing for it.
Yeah, so I can't buy it. There's a thing that I unlock as I advance, maybe, to get it, but I can't buy it as an advancement.
Well, if you have...
Oh, no, I get you. Like, it could be, an
Yeah,
optional
like a...
power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think attacks are the things you can't buy with
I don't think
advancements.
you can buy defenses either, unless you. Yeah, same thing as attacks. Like you can buy them as optional powers, but you can't buy the skill speed defense.
Gotcha.
I could increase my stats. I think I will go for a skill. And let's get Numenera. And then... What's the stat increase? Does anyone remember off the top of their heads?
It's like 4, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I can look it up. I have the book here.
If you can do me a quick looky-loo.
Let's see.
I wonder how that cake break's going. I hope that the ritual is going according to plan.
Hopefully they have set fire to the confection and then extinguished it.
I hope that she formatted her wish correctly in order for it to be granted by the birthday fae. It is a fickle creature.
Well, this is going to be fun for the listeners at home. Just blank
Oh, yeah.
silences.
More accurately, it's going to be fun for me being like, I wonder how long this goes for. And when do I have to edit it out? How much of this should I include? I should probably just cut right at birthday.
Yeah.
Where the hell is it then?
I'm halfway to tier 3.
Same
I'm a
here.
quarter of the way to tier 4.
Yeah, well, you know. Some of us had to die.
Tragic.
Okay. Yep, it's 4 points.
Cool. Alright. Let's increase might by 2 and speed by... yeah, let's increase might by 2. Oh,
I did
no,
it.
1. Oh, you did it?
I did
You
it.
did the thing?
Are you all fighting each other and chopping each other?
No, we
we're,
leveled up ourselves.
we're spending our XP and buying advancements.
Ah, cool.
Alright, so here is where we cut it, and then now the birthday ritual is complete. We have divided up the ciphers, and go.
So, there is a familiar looking golden item. There is also a small glowing pyramid with a red pulsing light in the center. And he is wearing a small, strange shaped pendant around his neck. Anyone pick up the pyramid?
Sure, I pick up the pyramid.
As you pick it up, a figure familiar to a few of you, or 2 of you, maybe, I don't know, doesn't matter. A purple-skinned man and in dark robes and a black helmet. Ritual cuts adorn his face. He speaks in a soft voice. Yanathil, my child, I. And as he says I in the back of what he's saying, you can hear a echoed we and they.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Hear you. Here you have retrieved the compass of desire. If the group is heading to Ladon as planned, they may learn of the former location of the helm. I, we, they want you to wait for them there and kill them. Then they shall trouble me, us, them, no longer. In the Watcher, I, we, they, provided there is a pendant which will lead you to me. Place it on the wall. Soon, my child, with the compass and the ring, I can finish their work.
This is some kind of message recording device.
And
Wow, I had no idea.
as you kind of all say that, and the pyramid melts into your skin, Halim.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Kind of seeps into your pores. You feel a sharp pain in your upper arm.
Ah! My upper arm. There's a sharp pain in it.
Is he okay?
Do I take some might damage?
Um,
No, you take 2 points of intellect damage.
Oh, you cunt. That's not great. Apparently I have a quick rest left.
I want to use it.
Oh, God. Hang on, guys. I just need a minute, I say, as I nurse my sore arm. And get back 3 points, which is not
Right.
great. I would have preferred more.
You feel like there's still like something slowly ebbing its way up, like it's near your shoulder area right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just something kind of pulsing. As
I
you kind
have-
of
I have
look
a,
over.
sorry, Brandon.
Oh,
I have
your
a
turn.
medicine. I have a medicine skill. Can I take a look at Halim and see if there's anything I can do for him?
Yes.
Don't take me off the team, coach.
Difficulty 4.
Okay. I'm gonna apply some effort.
Sweet.
I don't have an asset. I don't have a bonus. All right.
You did it.
Alright.
Hey!
You don't know exactly what this is because, you know, Numenera, half-hearted Numenera, but you believe whatever is happening to Halim, should it reach his brainstem, he will take a massive brainal shunt of some kind.
Oh my god.
Maybe I should cut off my arm.
No, it's not in your arm anymore.
It's up
You
in
hear
your
a-
shoulder.
You hear a beeping P,
Oh my god.
and your small robotic friend displays a schematic of Halim.
Okay.
And
Time to
there
perform
is
surgery.
there is a what essentially is a octagon with a sad face in it in his shoulder.
I have a sad face in my shoulder.
And the
Robot.
robot beeps at you plaintively.
Okay, can it give me so I can see the thing like underneath his skin? Or
It's more like a flat projection, and you can't really see where it is. There's just like a plastered octagon hovering over the 2D image of Halim. It
okay,
doesn't seem to be moving uh, as quickly.
all right. So,
Guys, there's something wrong with my arm, man.
Halim, I don't mean to alarm you here, but there is something in your arm that's looks to be making its way up to your brain.
Oh,
The
oh,
uh,
okay.
the little robot thing on my shoulder is indicating that that's a bad thing, and I assume that bad things will happen if it reaches your brain. Um, so, uh,
Well, no time to waste, I say, as I grab the amulet off the guy.
What?
You touch the amulet,
Yep.
and you take 5 points of might damage.
Holy
Not
fuck!
not might damage, excuse me, it damage.
Intellect damage again!
Yes, as you feel rapidly coming out of the pores of the left side of your body, this like viscous, bright red substance which fills up, which like slithers up your arm and into the pendant, and kind of fills it up, and it kind of crushes in your hand, and before you, reality is kind of torn asunder, and there's a vision of destruction that you see through this kind of portal. There's some kind of, you're not entirely sure, it's kind of a convex window, um, looking out into some darkness. Beyond it, in kind of a shadowy shape, there is a large creature. The floors and walls of this place seem to be made of metal.
Holy fuck,
Uh,
my arm.
the the little robot on your shoulder, P, beeps happily, and gives you a smiley face.
I think you're all right now, Halim. Whatever that did fixed it.
Oh god. Did it? Did it fix it? Jesus Christ! What the fuck? I look it through the fucking window. Like, well, I guess that's where he is, or whatever. Fuck me.
Okay, this is where I leave you guys. Goodbye. This is my quest. I'm just gonna
Liam,
sleep here.
Liam like falls over, and I'm gonna need a bit of a minute here, guys, and I'm gonna take that 10-minute rest unless one of you stops me.
No, I think you've earned it.
Anyone want to take a quick recovery or anything?
I think they're both
only
at
have
1
an
hour.
Yeah, we're both at an hour.
All right. Oh, you got 5
Well,
points. Good.
Do I want to get just all that intellect damage back, or I guess my other two pulls are pretty high. The might and speed are at 12 and 14.
That's not high at all.
Well, considering my maximums are 15,
That's so low.
Where is Grief Beanma's
I'm
character
tier
sheet?
2.
There it is.
I'm pretty hurt. I'm exhausted, I guess you would say.
So, is anyone holding the? Did anyone pick up the compass of desire?
No.
Certainly haven't.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
No, I'm not. I'm just asking if anyone picked it up, or are you just leaving it on the floor?
No,
You should
I'll
probably
pick
grab
it
I'll
up.
that.
take it.
I'll pick it up and look at it because I was the only one who saw it before.
Yeah, that makes more sense than me taking it.
You kind of pick it up, and the needle kind of spins as you remember it doing in the loop,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of points towards the portal and then points somewhere else. It points in the direction of, like, if you went outside the cave where your sister is, it keeps pointing between the two.
Oh,
It points to what you
Maybe.
want.
so
Maybe
this
we-
is literally the compass from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, totally.
It survived 1 billion years, and now you're holding it.
Yeah.
It is an artifact from a movie set that gained sentience. No.
That'd be
It's
pretty
like
cool,
how
though.
Calculon was. It's like how Calculon, the acting robot, was originally just a car repair robot. All right. Is the portal a window or is it actually a portal?
It is a portal.
So we
Cool. I
can
picked
step through it.
Like if you go, it's in the center of, like it's like very close to where you were standing. Like it's
Yeah.
literally like if you took your hands and ripped the space, as you
Yeah.
would. So if you go to the other side, you can see the other side.
Yeah. Cool. I pick up a piece of the guy's shit, like maybe a piece of his armor or something,
Okay.
something with some weight, and throw it at the portal.
There's no kind of like, magical transference or anything like that. Like it's literally like
The two
a window.
spaces are right next. Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
spaces are two next to each other, or
Yeah, it's like that.
an open window even.
Or a door, or a
Yeah. Well,
garage
that's where we're
door.
going next.
Garage door.
Can we wait for an hour?
Do we want to wait for an hour? There's a big fucking monster there.
You're not sure if this thing has a time limit either, or
True. Well, I mean, I'm fine, but I have decent amount of stuff.
We can always rest for an hour on the other side, I hope.
Well,
Yeah,
what if it's like
that's not happening.
no? I just think it's like when it's the final boss battle. We have to go through this portal. Make sure you save your progress before you go in.
you gotta
Well, I
look
don't
down
have to.
in the corner of your vision and you see this auto snow.
A little
See this
virtual.
glowing light.
I'm
and-
gonna take that pill, and then I'm gonna step through this portal.
Alright, you take that pill. You got that pill inside you.
Oh yeah, I love having pills inside me. It's
And
literally everything my character's about.
as soon as you step inside, Halim, like that
It closes.
that like feeling, that kind of tingling in your head of like the data sphere connection for the thing and the other thing, both the ciphers, instantly gone.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, I
Oh,
guess I'll walk
shit.
in after him.
I don't think Halim would know what that means, but I'm pretty sure that means we're not on Earp anymore.
And do you follow Halim? He doesn't seem to be instantly murdered or disintegrated.
Can we
just
see
wait.
him on the other
We can
side?
see
Like,
him.
Yeah, he's like standing there, kind of.
Oh.
Are you looking around, or are you collapsed on the floor? Or...
Yeah, I'm seizing from my data sphere loss.
You just kind of sit down and like ponder. What does this mean?
I wonder what this means.
Okay, yeah, I walk in after him.
We haven't. P walks in as well, muttering to herself about how we didn't learn jack shit about the helmet or where what it was doing here. We just killed somebody and now we're going on anyway.
Yep.
Numenera.
Numenera.
Our Numenera campaign is just a
Da, da,
tragedy of dumb mistakes.
Yep.
All my
We'll be
mistakes.
better
were great.
prepared for the next one. Your mistakes! Don't get me started on your mistakes.
So you all step into this kind of observation deck. You don't have any idea what that is, but to you, the people, you, the players, this is some kind of space station observation deck of some kind. You can see out into a vast sea of darkness in these large windows that stretch at least 50, 70 feet, whatever that is in meters, into the air.
I don't know, like a third of that?
Something. Big windows.
Big
Cheap.
windows.
Cheap windows. Yeah,
Such windows.
exactly.
Wow.
The portal looks, as you look, kind of turn around and see, what else is in here. The portal looks different on this side. There's more, like on the cave side, it was kind of more stable-ish, and on this side there seems to be like cracks running through the edge of reality.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
And you hear a kajunking noise as you look over and you see a large metal tube with some kind of two plates of metal that kind of slide away from each other. And a man with purple skin, dark robes, and a black helmet, and a raw cut face
There he is! Get him!
looks at you
Get him, Ray!
and kind of just kind of stands there for a second. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
I
Is it
unsheathed
us you're
my
looking
weapon
for?
and pointed at him. That's it. I'm just standing threateningly.
I'm waiting to see how this goes, because
I don't even know what I'm going to try and negotiate here.
He kind of steps out. And as he steps out into the chamber itself, you hear a reverberating, wailing whine. Make a intellect defense roll at difficulty 3.
Is this any kind of mind control or manipulation of me?
No, it is direct psychic
Attack. Sweet.
I succeeded.
Hooray.
I also succeeded.
Here we go. Hey, I failed with the GM intrusion.
Oh my god.
You two kind of stand there. Perhaps you are used to the kind of strange noise-based sonic attacks from your dead companion. As you see Halim grab his forehead, you take 2 points of intellect damage.
Fucking hell, I spent so much on getting intellect back.
As you kind of fall to your knees, you watch kind of blood trickle out of his ears. I was gonna say ear holes, and I was like, ugh, that just sounds weird. Um, and then the noise came from behind you. It feels like that giant amorphous blob of a black thing in blackness that you can only tell is there because it moves slightly.
Halim seems to say.
We're sorry, Helene. We never should have taken you from your fish mother.
It was his own damn decision.
And as that kind of that emotional, incorporeal, whatever, wave hits the portal destabilizes and shuts. Disappears.
Okay.
I, clutching at my head, sort of tried to say words, but nothing comes out. It's like random sounds.
As Binma is kind of walking kind of across the expanse of this place, it is large, perhaps a half of a American football field.
I'm pretty sure they're about the same size, to be
They
honest.
are about the same size. About that size. You feel a kind of a pinch in your shoulder, P,
Uh-huh.
as another like overlay comes over your like field of vision, and this kind of like just like flickering thing is shown, from the robot on your shoulder. You see what appears to be a man, and then it kind of flickers to like an amorphous thing, and then back to a man. The little robot kind of whines and whimpers, and then you get a message that, because it's never sent you a message before, it's never even talked to you before. It just kind of beeps and whirs, and it comes out in a script, and then the script kind of translates as it comes out, and it says your name, Ciopia. Be careful.
I reach up and I pet it.
What if it's the ghost of Ko?
What if it's your father, P?
What if I'm your father? He says. Because I'm not, but what if I was?
What's his name? Beanma kind of looks at the three of you. I am frankly amazed that any of you are alive. No offense.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm amazed that you think that I'm amazed by... Oh god, my head.
Well, your froggish friend was easily dispatched by that terrible creature in the woods.
It had like perfect stealth.
Yells a voice from the ether.
Don't you dare talk about them like that.
He kind of puts his hand splayed in the center of his chest. I apologize. Now, if you'll permit me, I can return you home quite easily if you just give me the compass. I'm sure Yalathno had it. I mean, you wouldn't have killed him otherwise. I mean, I'm sure you understand what is going on.
Oh yeah, we understand. We fully comprehend what's going on. And that's why we'll never give you the compass.
Oh my god.
I like to bluff.
I can see that.
Hmm. Are you actually like lying to him in a way to make him think, or are you just fake
Sure, why
boasting?
not? I can do that. I have deceit now as a trained skill.
Okay, make me a deceit roll, some kind of lying roll, difficulty 4.
I can do that. I'm not going to spend intellect points to increase though, because I'll probably die.
Oh,
I
come
feel
on.
like
And then he
I
tries to
feel
lie
like this
so
is gonna
hard he
be.
has a brain aneurysm and
I
dies.
feel like this is gonna be an intellect-based encounter. Cool, I failed. He totally knows that we got no clue what's going on.
He kind of, as he's walking towards you, he kind of stops and like dips his head. You see the strange kind of weird helmet that's on his head. It kind of flows. It looks like a horrible middle-aged woman's hairstyle that kind of goes and then points out, and then but there's a nose guard on it.
Oh my god.
I always put nose guards on my hair.
It's black. It's kind of shiny. Um, he kind of turns, and you hear a slight. Oh, oh dear.
It looks like a helmet design from early Warhammer Fantasy art.
Yes, it looks awful. Like it looks um, like if a child was like, "This is me. I am a knight," or something.
It's a character portrait from No Thank You Evil.
Um, so he, places both hands in front of him and kind of puts them together, interlocks his fingers, and kind of bows deeply and says, "Well, I'm sure you have no reason not to give me the compass, then."
Oh, I can think of a few reasons.
You blew up a fucking building just to leave town. So I've been told.
Yes.
You weren't meant to follow that plot point.
No, he kind of looks at you and kind of shrugs and says, "Well, purposeful accidents happen."
Purposeful accidents?
Collateral damage.
He kind of lowers his head at you and kind of smiles, and you see like blood-stained teeth.
Holy shit, man! You don't have to eat raw meat, You can cook it.
His face has the visage of his face has changed. Where once it was kind of not necessarily pleasant, but open and welcoming. It is now like hard cast. His teeth are gritted. He's kind of looking at you with half-lidded eyes.
So
You
his
can see
character
his
portrait changed.
fingers clenching and unclenching. And you hear...
I look to the blob thing and then back at him. And I'm like, I wonder where his consciousness actually is.
And he kind of says, "Listen, you idiots. I've worked too hard to have bumbling, foolish children mess it up. So," and he kind of puts his hands out and says, "Are we exchanging, or am I going to have to kill you?"
Huh, you can try.
Oh,
And then I
man.
activate my solid light retribution, giving me
Yeah!
a +1 to my speed difficulty rolls.
Speed defense.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Roll me an initiative check, all of you, at difficulty
Mate.
6.
6? Shit.
Well, I'm trained in it, but
You're fighting a boss bad guy.
Yeah, he's got difficulty 6, presumably.
here I got a 17.
Huh.
Cool.
Didn't
There we go.
actually ask me for difficulty.
Oh shit. No, these don't
Yeah.
ask for difficulty.
I rolled a 19, though.
You're going first, so.
Yeah, boy!
Sweet. So,
And I'm at 14.
Colleen, what do you want to do before he does his thing?
How close to me is he?
There's about, I don't know, 30 odd feet. Some
Oh,
type of
sweet. He's not close then.
9 meters,
Alright.
I think. Something
I'm
like
gonna-
that. I don't know.
I'm gonna javelin him. I'm gonna javelin him real good.
Throw that javelin.
I'm gonna javelin it up. I am trained in javelining.
Alright. Difficulty 6.
Indeed. And let me just check that I have everything else calculated on my sheet. I do. Difficulty 6. Ooh, I think I'm gonna spend some effort.
Sweet.
Hey, I
Yay.
succeeded! That's 6 damage!
Alright.
As I jump to my feet and hurl that javelin towards him.
You see a kind of shimmering field as your javelin barely goes through, but it does stab into him, and he kind of stumbles backwards and looks at you. Quite like, I'm a grumpy. And
How dare you try to javelin me?
yes, Supreme Sorcerer. No. You see his hands moving in a complicated geometrical pattern.
Oh no.
I want you to make speed defense rolls.
Fuck.
Okay, so that would be what is the
difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
Okay.
Because he is a difficulty 6 being. I'm
Um,
gonna fuck this up. Or not.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, shit.
Da, da, da,
I had to get higher than like a.
Oh no, I
Okay.
failed as well. Ryan succeeded.
I was
Jake
not
got
ready.
fucked up.
So,
I rolled a 1.
He rolled a
The-
1 and he needed to beat, like, nothing to succeed.
you see, you kind of see this out of the corner of your eye, and you kind of roll back as there's kind of a pearl of condensed energy that expands, and you get out of the way before it can touch you. It kind of crackles with this dark energy as it hits both Halim and Kieran. Both of you take 6 points of might damage.
Oh shit.
Armor defeating, or...
Let me see. No, if you have armor, it doesn't. It's not armor defeating.
Cool, so I take 4 points of might damage. 2, 3, 4. I'm now at might 8. I can take 2 more of those hits. Actually, I can take 1 more of those hits, and then on the one after that, I'll die.
Well, once you're down, you're not actually dead. I mean, let's get to those rules.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it my turn
plus-
now?
Yes. Plus, if all else fails, I think Ryan still has his get out of jail free card.
Singularity detonator?
Yes, singularity detonator.
I think that's not really so much a get out of jail free card as a if we're going down, you're going down with us card.
If I can't have ultimate power, nobody can.
Yes. So it is Kieran's turn.
Okay, so how far away is he? Like, can I charge at him?
Yep, you can get up to him quite easily.
All right. So I'm gonna do that, and once I like get close to him, I'm basically gonna like jump up into the air and bring my disruptor sword down on him.
All right, you're gonna anime attack him.
Yeah, that's all my moves. Anime attack.
I can't wait. Loving it.
He made
Difficulty
an anime
6.
character.
Yes, difficulty
No
6.
effort. I get no. Wait. Sorry, I just need to look at this because I have like a combo thing I do.
Combo breaker, limit break.
Decreases the difficulty.
Combo.
Wait. I need to. Okay, -1. Okay, and I also have. Oh, I messed it up. 1 second.
That's
I
fine.
need to do this again. I'm about to. Hopefully,
Numenera.
I'm super cool at this. No, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
So my
Ooh,
anime
it's not
attack
great, buddy.
fails.
He kind of, you kind of jump in the air, your feet kind of, tucked in behind you to bring down your sword, and he just kind of moves out of the way, almost comically, as your sword kind of slices into the ground. Let's see. P.
P is going to call out to Kieran. See if you could get the helmet off of him. I think something's controlling him through it. And then she's going to fire at him with her flame torrent. So how do I go about doing that?
I think you just pull the trigger.
It's an artifact, so I need to make a speed attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, forgot about that artifact, that flame torrent dough. Let me look it up.
Flamethrower.
Ultimate anime attacks everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't really have an ultimate anime attack. I do, however, have an EMP grenade that I'm about to use.
Let's see. Flame torrent, you said?
Yeah.
I forgot to give you a thing for that. Okay, count. In a cone, 30 feet wide at terminus. The flames inflict damage. Spray shoots out, potentially affecting multiple targets that are close together. If you're shooting at him, it could hit. Yeah, so.
Is that
Alright.
speed defense?
Yeah, make a speed defense roll.
Okay.
You and.
I'm sorry, I did not know it fired a cone.
It's fine. I don't care.
If you do not want to fire it.
Well, I don't think P would think that it would fire a cone, so she might get off one shot. But
Okay.
So before you make your defense roll, let me make the attack to see if it's necessary.
Okay.
So it's just a speed roll against difficulty 6. I'm gonna apply a level of effort. I don't have an asset. I have a bonus. Oh, cool.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So yeah, make a speed defense roll. It hits him because that's the way this game
What's
works.
the difficulty?
You roll 18. So difficulty 6.
All
Because
right.
that's what he rolled initially.
2. I succeed.
All right. Damage equal
Brendan,
to.
did you see this strange cryptic message that Jacob left in the sidebar?
I just didn't want to disturb the audience.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just was making sure that he saw it.
Did we give that a level, Ryan?
4.
Okay, so it deals him 4 damage.
It's not too bad. It's about as good as an esoteric.
Okay. And does that include the +2 from the?
Yes.
Because I rolled an 18. Okay.
We'll just say yes.
Okay.
Because why not?
And then I have to make a roll to see if it stays around or disintegrates, right?
Yes, so roll a d20. If you
Depletion
roll
roll.
1... Nope, not depleted.
No, not depleted. Hooray!
Hooray. And Halim, unless you're doing something else. P.
No, I think that's about all I can do.
Alright. Halim.
I'm gonna pull out this weird double-ended trigger thingy, and I'm gonna press both triggers, and hope that it does something bad to him as I activate my weird EMP doohickey.
So...
Great. Now I have to dodge that too.
You do know what this does.
Yeah,
Okay.
it like shorts out Numenera, doesn't it?
No!
Yeah, devices.
Do not short out my...
So...
Please let me be able to dodge this, please.
Let's see. Yeah, make a... Because you're aiming for him, right? You aren't... Or are you aiming for an area?
Well, I already dodged the flamethrower attack, so I feel like I'd be a little bit away from him.
Yeah, I'm
Just
aiming
saying.
for him with the EMP grenade.
Okay, then make a speed defense roll. Not a speed
What's the
defense
difference?
roll, a speed attack roll.
Speed attack. Is it a thrown weapon?
Let me see.
Do I throw it like a
Sure.
grenade, or does it like...
Sure. It's explosive
Alright, so I'm,
device. Or
so I'm
ceramic.
trained in it.
Yes. Short range throw.
Difficulty 6?
Yes. We have to see if he hits before you make a thing, because if he doesn't hit, it don't matter.
Might as well roll an effort. He's not doing speed damage yet. Hey, I succeeded!
Nice.
With a +1 to damage.
Okay.
So, it is a short range, but I think the dodge wouldn't get you in medium range, so yes, make a speed defense roll at 17.
At 17 what?
Oh,
As in, that's the target number.
it would be 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
5.
Okay. And then... 2.
Nice.
Oh my god. That
Wow.
extra effort saved me.
Yeah.
I rolled a
You
2
get-
just so everyone knows.
Out
And
of
because
the
of
way.
all of his bonuses.
You are now kind of medium distance. You see this kind of electromagnetic pulse kind of, and he kind of looks at you, Halim, and kind of chuckles.
And I shout back at him, well, you know what? Fuck you!
He does kind of reach up as it is his turn, unless you're doing something else, Halim.
I don't think I can throw a javelin at him.
No.
So.
He unclips the kind of cape robe he's wearing as it like tumbles behind him.
Maybe the cape was a cipher. I keep going to say a Numenera.
It was his only cipher. And
Yeah,
he,
now you don't have a cape!
let's see. He kind of, who would he attack? This is a good question. I think he looks over at UP,
Okay.
and you feel something like intrude into your mind. Make me an intellect defense roll.
Okay. This is going to be fun.
I am Grieve Binmar, the brain thief!
6.
I'm now in P's body. Ha ha ha!
Mind Taker!
Oh,
Ooh.
Has P ever been stung or bit or slashed or poisoned by something that makes you kind of get like rictus of the limbs.
What does
Yes,
that mean?
I would say so. So she gets she locks up basically.
Ah.
As you kind of like, I don't know, have a moment of panic or whatever, trying to move out of the way or something, you feel like all of your joints and body party muscles lock up. Um, you are frozen. You cannot move for 2 rounds. Two
Okay.
rounds, you are unable to take physical actions.
All right.
All right. So it is, I believe, Kieran's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna chop at him again, like spring up and try and like take his head off. Maybe I don't know.
If I can chop his head off, I'll.
Yeah, he won't have his helmet if I chop his head off.
Well, yeah.
It's a logical thing to do.
And it's 6, right?
Yes. 6.
Nope. Sorry, I'm just trying to like do my thing again. I
Do
did
all of
it.
your high level things. All right. So, how much sweet damage are you dealing?
Okay, so +3 damage, and then well, okay, so it's a disruptive sword, so the regular damage is 4, and then it adds 1 damage to it, and then I also get 3 damage for the move I did.
All right.
So that's 8 damage.
Okay. He's got lots of health.
Great.
Does he?
Never would have guessed that one.
Okay. As you kind of like do this attack, he tries to do that like simple dodge again, but he kind of like gets tripped up, and you kind of cut into his shoulders. He kind of like screams in his Beanma voice. Ah, no.
Like, did I
And-
hurt him visibly, or?
Yes, there's a visible slice in his shoulder. He kind of backs up a little bit, fictionally, not game mechanically. Halim.
Wait, I have a question. Does that mean his
Yes.
shield is down?
No.
Oh, so I mean armor, like I mean.
Yeah, you cut into him, but there was still some kind of resistance.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
Yeah, his armor
I
is still
chuck-
there.
I chuck another javelin into my hand and I pull back and I say, "Alright, motherfucker, dodge this!" as I throw another javelin at him and hope to high heaven that he doesn't dodge it.
Hope that your one-liner isn't.
Yeah. Be real awkward if I were to fail.
Dodge this. Oh, well.
Well, he did. Or you roll like a 1 and accidentally drop it on the ground. Dodge this.
Throw it.
Whoops.
Throw it
Let's
through the
roll some
window.
effort.
We all get sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Get consumed by the amorphous ball.
Hey! Success! So that's 7
Yay.
damage because I forgot to apply the +1 for a piercing throwing weapon attack.
Oh my gosh.
7 damage as the javelin slams into him like, yeah! Boom, motherfucker!
Kind of looks at you. And
You should
make
just
a-
surrender now, guy! I might try an intellect attack on him next turn.
Oh yeah.
I would say we've made a terrible mistake, but we've clearly made a series of terrible mistakes, and this is just the
It's
last
all-
one.
All of our characters just keep making terrible mistakes. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can get some ciphers out of this animal corpse.
He kind of
Alone
throws
in the
his
woods.
throws his arm up at you, Halim. Make a speed defense roll.
How dare you make me make a speed defense roll?
Oh,
Ooh,
sorry.
shit. I'm gonna have to spend some more effort. Oh man, it didn't help.
Well,
Yeah.
I failed.
You see a dark bolt of energy come out of his tip of his finger and go towards you, and you kind of try to dodge it, but it kind of slams into your side, and you take 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage, did you say?
Yes.
So 1 because armor.
Yes.
That's not too bad.
well, I think I can see the benefits of armor now.
Yeah, no shit. I'm like, that stings, motherfucker.
So, let's see. P, you kind of stand there. No, wait, Kieran. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's my turn.
But P, you
Um,
kind of stand there on your turn when it's your turn.
Which was before William's
sort of
turn.
frozen.
Anyways, you go.
Frozen,
Um,
unable to move.
So I slash at him again, and I'm like, I'm your opponent, and because I'm like, attack me instead, and then I try and go after him again.
Right. Goading
Um,
attack.
Oh yeah. Okay. Medium blade. Oh, it's 6, right? Yep. No effort. +1. -1. Yeah. I did it.
All right.
So that
So
is
it's-
another 8 damage.
Describe your attack, if you would. Some sweet details in there.
Okay, so I kind of like twist my body as I'm trying to describe my acrobatic attack and not have it be stale because that's all I've been doing for the past 3 turns.
I mean, you
So
can roll on the ground.
let's see. So I chopped him in the shoulder, right? And then he attacked.
Mhm.
Okay. So then I get up again and like put all my weight behind the behind this two-handed slice, and I try to like attack him like hit, like the front of him,
Okay.
so he can pay more attention to me.
So how much damage do you deal?
That's another 8 damage. Yes, I said 8 last time, so yeah, 8 damage.
So many damages.
That's like my standard amount of damage.
So damage. I'm gonna go grab a muesli bar. Continue playing.
Well, actually, it's your turn. Unless P has something to say.
Well, I don't think can P talk.
P can't talk. P is only
Oh.
physically restrained.
P, I guess there's kind of a muted scream through her clenched teeth.
And Halim, when he returns,
Probably throws another javelin.
he throws the javelin. He throws the ultimate javelin. It goes through the window and destroys everyone.
So wait, can you describe where we are again? Like we're in space, right?
It's kind of an octagonal room. Octagonal. Whatever. An octagon-shaped room with like elevators at both sides and kind of stepped down areas that go to like viewing observation posts. Like looks out into darkness.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing really here. No kind of like emergency button or anything.
Okay.
No kind of kill Beanma glowing square.
That would be too convenient.
Aha, you activated my trap card. You all take 18 intellect damage. No. Let's see. Should have kept that balloon thing. could have flown into the air in this crazy place. Haha, we're up here now. Shoot you with a giant fireball.
That would have been great for me.
Alright, Halim, it is your turn.
Oh, really? Wonderful. I came back just in time.
It was your turn when you left, but...
Pretty much.
Oh, I didn't realize it was my turn when I left. I'm sorry.
I mean, all
I
P
wouldn't
did is go, ah! And that's about it.
I wouldn't have taken so long finding out what that loud mechanical noise was in the back room.
No problem.
I throw the other javelin into my hand and spin around backwards to get a bunch of momentum into my body as I hurl the thing at him. And I'm like, fuck you! And I give him whatever the Numenera equivalent of the double middle finger is.
Alright.
As I hurl a javelin straight up his butt.
He's bending
Right
over
up
just for you.
Oh, I bet he is. That sounds like a Halim only story. That one.
Yeah.
That is a spicy meatball. Oh man, let's all do some fan fiction after this, huh? Do some
Numenera
fan.
/fic. Nice.
Please, can we?
Grieve Ben
Good
Ma
start.
bended over as Halim shoved it.
Has Halim ready
Javelin.
his javelin for the thrusting? And
Oh my
then they
God.
both had the gay sexes.
But they used Crisco as lube or something.
Ah! My javelin
Um,
just flies past him, and I'm like, fuck!
Okay. As he kind of watches the javelin go past, he kind of disengages from you, Kieran, and he does another complicated geometrical thing with his hands.
Watch out for those.
And behind him, a shimmering thing appears, and he steps through it.
Is he gone?
He disappears into a shimmering kind of mercury, like kind of rectangular thing.
Can I chase after him?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
Right. You. Let me see. I need to find my document. So you follow him through his portal. You see. He's not really anywhere to be seen. You see a strange, disparate land of jagged color. You kind of look in for a second, and P, you feel, let's see, at the end of your turn, you feel the feeling come back into your limbs. You can finally move. Halim, you see Beanma disappear, and then you see Kira disappear, and there is a kind of rectangle of mercury.
Huh. I hit with 2 of my javelins, but did they embed into him?
The first one did, but the second one hit him but didn't embed.
Alright, well I go pick up my 2 javelins. That's what I'm going to do with my turn.
Alright. So let me see. Gonna do this just for a second. Not doing anything interesting here. Kieran,
Mm-hmm.
to give you a better description of a world of jagged color, there's kind of what you would describe as like rocks, but very geometric rocks, but just colored in like reds and yellows and oranges and blues and greens and purples, like a myriad of color. Like everything is weirdly colorful. It's just kind of flat and color. And as you kind of look around looking for where Binma is, you see occasionally in places on features of this weird landscape that doesn't seem to really pertain to any kind of reality. You see screaming, horrified faces stuck into the floor, into these rock faces.
Hmm.
And you can kind of hear footsteps somewhere.
Can I do like a listen check to know exactly where they are?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have that, so that's like a
If
skill.
only we had someone that explores dark places.
Well, this isn't really a dark
Yeah.
place, is it?
Yeah. As you kind of start listening, make me a difficulty 6 and a difficulty. Make me a difficulty 4 listen check and a difficulty 6 listen check.
In succession?
Yes, one after the other.
Okay. Okay, I failed the difficulty 4 one, so I'm probably
Okay.
going to fail the difficulty 6 one.
Never know. 20. No.
Fingers. Yep.
No, I failed both of them.
All right. Do you want to do anything else?
I just want to know where he is so I can stab him some more.
You kind of maybe you look behind you. You came out of like a giant rock that kind of stretches up into the sky, past into the clouds, which are kind of boxy and square. They're clear, just kind of clear floating rectangles.
You've chased him into Minecraft.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Like with some shitty skin over it of screaming, horrified faces and jagged color. So, P, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run through the Mercury rectangle thing and follow Kieran.
All right. You kind of bump into him. Make me a difficulty 4 listen check as you kind
Okay.
of run into his back. And Halim, what are you gonna do after P makes their roll? You don't hear that thing. That's what.
Nope.
So Halim.
This big black blob.
Yep.
It's like on the other side of some glass or something, right?
It is. Imagine looking into pure darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and the only way you can tell there's something out there is you can see something kind of move, but you can't really see it, and you can't tell how close it is or if it's super far away.
I tap on the glass with my hand. I'm like, can you hear me?
There is a resounding doop, doop, doop as you tap on this knocked glass.
Yeah. Enterprise force shields.
No, it just sounds like some type of plastic or something. You're not entirely sure.
Transparasteel.
Something. You do not get a response back from whatever is outside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch it for a minute and then turn around and aim my javelins at that doorway, because someone's going to come through at some point, and I might need to kill them.
All right. Make me a intellect check, Halim, at difficulty 4. Wait, what skills do you have? Let me ask that. Do you have any intellect-based skills, Halim? Do you have a Numenera skill, perhaps?
I do have a Numenera skill. Sorry, I was
Make
just
me
checking
a
what they were.
Numenera check. Difficulty 4 Numenera. Difficulty 4. Numenera.
Difficulty for Numenera is 4.
Numenera.
Numenera.
Numenera. Do 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 do.
Exactly.
Fail.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, cool.
We're all gonna be trapped in here forever. We're like, where the fuck did Grief Binma go?
So,
I'll activate my stand watch move.
all right, you're stand and watch.
Yep.
Let's see, whose turn is it? Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it's Halim. So then you see a kind of amongst like this weird debris rock face. You see like a foot, a familiar sight of a foot, kind of tip around a corner. Perhaps that's Grieve Binma.
Well, then I'll chase after him.
All right. You go around the corner, and you see Grieve Binma kind of running, and he looks kind of afraid. Make me a speed defense roll.
Okay. 1 second.
At difficulty, let's see, what is the thing's difficulty? Difficulty 4.
Okay, I automatically succeed. Unless I get a 1. Yep.
Yeah.
Automatically
So-
succeed.
At the time you got a 1 like a few turns ago.
You hear a loud, like, cracking noise from behind you. You see this P happen before you can even warn Kieran it is happening.
Okay.
You see a humanoid-shaped figure. It looks exactly like a human. Like it's wearing some kind of armor, and it has long hair, kind of looks like a red-haired woman. And you see one of its arms whip out and turn into a strange substance and whip towards Kieran's back. And you see Kieran kind of move out of the way. P, it is your turn.
What does it look like?
Looks like a woman with armor on.
Who just whipped at you with her arm. Is she close enough that I can fire at her without hitting Kieran?
If you're using the Kieran's kind of behind the corner where Grieve Binma was. This thing's easy to hit.
Right.
Excuse me.
So then I will shoot at her with my flame torrent.
All right. Difficulty 4. Keep closing her. Where's she at?
Oh, good.
Did you succeed or fail?
I
Fail.
failed.
All right. She kind of jumps extremely high in the air, higher than you've even seen Kieran jump. Like it's almost like she's flying in the air. And as your torrent kind of goes past her, let's see.
And I make a depletion roll, and I'm not depleted. Hooray.
Hooray! Yeah, my nose. Halim, you're standing watch.
I am standing watch.
Another Numenera roll. There's something bugging you.
Where is that Numenera's roll? Marinara roll. Difficulty
Marinara.
4?
Yes, same as last time.
Hey, I succeeded. So I got this great idea for a Numenera campaign where everything is like creepy, weird Italian food.
You have a plate of spaghetti, but it's worms.
Cyber worms.
Marinara.
It maybe just occurs to you now
Yeah.
that perhaps this portal will not last forever.
Huh. Oh dang. Fuck.
Would you like to do anything?
Shit. I stepped through the portal
Okay,
and
you run to
instantly
get through the
regret
portal.
it. Yeah.
Okay. You kind of run into P as you see this woman in kind of armor way in the sky. You hear Kieran yelling. What do you hear Kieran yelling? Come back here, Grieve Binma.
Yeah, something to that extent.
Yeah. From like a little bit away. Um,
Binma! Don't walk away from me!
so, Grieve Binma turns around, Kieran, and make a speed defense roll difficulty 6.
Okay. Do. Speed defense. I did it, and I got a 17. So I get plus
Alright.
1 damage.
Alright, cool. This kind of black energy shoots from his fingertip and kind of whips past you. You kind of dodge out of the way. It is your turn.
How far away is he from me?
He is within distance that you can get to.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump at him again and do the regular shebang. So, bladed, difficulty 6.
Yep. It's a Numenera.
Bon appetit.
I did it.
Mwah.
How many damages is that?
That's 8 again.
Alright.
John DiMaggio.
Great John DiMaggio damage. Oops.
Why is everyone messaging me now?
Because it's the time to be messaging. There we go. And P.
P's gonna grab Halim and start running in the direction of Kieran and Grieve Binma. The woman in red, the redheaded woman in the armor is floating above us. You said?
She's slowly falling down. She'll probably get back here. Probably next turn somewhere in the round. You're not entirely sure where.
All right. If I can, while dragging Halim in the proper direction, I'm gonna point my flamethrower at her and try to roast her again.
Okay.
Right. So she was a 4.
Yes.
Okay. Can't do this very many more times, but I'll do it anyway. All right. I succeeded.
Gonna shoot this flame bolt up at her, flame cone, and you see it kind of start to engulf her, and she's kind of like screaming and flailing and trying to pat it out. She seems to catch on fire more than she should have.
Okay.
And Halim, you've been dragged. And as you go around the corner, you see the quicksilvery portal close.
Oh shit, that was good timing. There's
There's a
Javelin.
woman flailing, and there's a Beanma fighting a Kieran.
All right, I'm gonna try and
Wait, where's he
try and
seeing this?
with my eyes.
He was dragged around the corner by
Oh.
P. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
dragged him. Drag action.
All right, I'm gonna try and positive social him.
Going to positive social, agrees Beanma.
Benma, it's over. Surrender now, and you can keep your life. It's not worth it. Don't die for this foolish dream. I'm gonna make that roll. At difficulty 6, presumably.
Yeah, difficulty 6.
No, he doesn't believe. He doesn't think it's a foolish dream.
It's not
I
a foolish
failed.
dream.
He's like, not a foolish dream. You don't know me. You don't know where I've been.
As he looks kind of down at himself, he looks back up to you, kind of meet eyes with him, Kieran. It's like the first time perhaps you've seen his eyes, and you see his like human Beanma eyes, or whatever he is. It is a kind of look of panic as he disengages again with you, and a silver panel is where he once stood. Make me a difficulty 3 intellect check before you head in. If you have Numenera, you can use it.
For what?
You. Just
Me?
make me. Yes.
Okay, I don't have any Numenera, so I was like,
Yeah.
I got, yeah.
Alright. You have some basic idea that if you go through this portal to follow him, you could be trapped on the other side.
We're already trapped here.
I have a question. How long has it been since we first entered the first portal?
Not very
To the
long.
observation deck. It's been like a minute, maybe.
Yeah. The fights happen very quickly. Maybe 2 minutes at the most.
But I don't want her to get away.
Well, you got to ask yourself: do you want to be stuck here, or do you want to be stuck over there, wherever over there is?
Oh, I don't care about that. Because I'm not planning on being stuck anywhere.
We're still in range of Jacob's time amulet thing.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I've been planning around the entire time.
Except for it, like, if you killed him, he'd come back to life. Like,
Yeah, but I also have a backup plan.
Oh, okay.
So,
Alright.
I know you made me roll it, but yeah, I'll charge in. Why not?
Okay. You charge in. You see a dark world. You hear lightning. You see there's a black step pyramid. Binma, you can see him running up the steps. There's red sand that is covering the ground. You see images, not images, you see serpentine creatures kind of dipping below the clouds and dipping back up. It's about kind of twilight-y light out. It's kind of difficult to see, but not entirely too difficult. And let's see. P?
I look over at Halim. Do you think we should continue to pursue?
I mean, it can't be worse than here, right?
Here's pretty bad.
As you kind of look, you can see almost like 3 or 4 exact clones of this woman who's falling.
Yeah, no,
Kind
we don't
of
want to stay here and fight an army of redheads.
looking at their slowly falling sisters. Falling sister.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. P runs through as
All
well.
right. Halim,
Well, yeah, I stepped through.
you all go through. You hear a screaming noise behind you.
A man looks at his life. A man looks at his choices.
So, Bima, all of you make speed defense rolls, difficulty 6.
Fuck you. And your speed defense roll. I am very quickly running out of points.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad
Oh,
it's
I
been
love
better than
failing speed defense.
I succeeded, so
Congrats.
thank you.
You kind of maybe are a bit farther away, and so you're easily able to get out of the way. Another one of those beads appears, P, and the small computer beeps at you, the small robot beeps at you, but it's too late before you both take 6 points of might damage.
Oh, fuck me. I'm like just gonna survive that. Although armor, so.
I do not
6
have
reduces
armor.
it to 4. 1, 2, 3. Fuck me, I'm on 3 might. 4 speed and 8 intellect.
I am at 6 might, 3 speed, 3 intellect.
I feel like we should take an hour-long rest.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's just sit down.
Kieran's
Kieran?
got this.
Do I see Grieve Venmar?
Yes, you see Grieve Bidma. You can easily get to him.
Okay. So I'm just behind him the entire time, basically.
Yes. He's kind of running up the steps. You kind of chase up after him.
All
and
right,
do
I'm
your
gonna make my
really
cool,
cog wheel attack.
yeah, my really cool attack.
Let's
No,
see.
just one, and then
1. Okay, it's
I did it.
All right, how much damage does he take?
8 again.
Oh my god. Okay. Sweet.
How badly hurt is he?
He's kind of struggling. P?
Mm-hmm. How you said he's running up the steps of the black pyramid on the red sand.
Yes. You can
how
actually,
far
in the
away are they?
distance, see other black similar pyramids. They're about 30 feet-ish. Like, you appeared, like, almost directly next to the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna. Fuck it. We've come this far. P charges up. She's gonna attempt to strike out at him with her flame wand again, because the only other weapon she has at her disposal is the black hole cannon and her crossbow.
Goodbye, everyone. Should
Do
just tell
it.
Kieran to stop chasing him and throw that at him. Okay, yeah. You can get up to him in range so that Kieran doesn't have to make any kind of roll.
Great. That is great. We'll put level of effort. All right. So I got an 18, which is plus 2 damage.
So that is... Okay. Sweet. It looks very worse for the wear. Halim?
Javelin.
Okay.
I drop one. I stick one of my javelins into whatever whatever the ground is here.
Red sand.
And I sort of weigh the other javelin in my hand and take a deep breath. I'm like, this better fucking work. Better fucking work. And then I hurl that motherfucker at him. Pray to all the old gods and the new ones that he goes down. Difficulty 6. Hey! 7 damage, motherfucker, as I succeed.
You guys feel the kind of force and weight of the throw that like slices between both of you as it slams Beanma right in the chest, and he falls onto
God
the
damn it, I wanted to
stairs.
kill him.
Oh my
Can he
God.
still be alive so I can, like, be like,
gasps
Oh my
out.
God, Jacob! Let Brandon finish.
He kind of gasps out, and you see his eyes kind of roll up into his head. And Halim, you hear a noise behind you as the portal disappears.
Well, here we are. Objects in space.
There's a clap of thunder. A strange serpentine creature kind of dips its head below the clouds.
Oh, where the
And then
fuck
there's
are we?
silence.
End
I'm
of
gonna-
campaign?
No. What do, you three?
check out Grieve Benma's body? Like, as in, like, loot it. Not, like, check him out.
You find this sweet helmet.
Okay.
Put it
Yeah,
on!
put that sucker on. Yeah, why not?
Put on that artifact, man.
Does
It's
anyone
boss.
touch the helmet?
I'm not. I'm gonna fucking grab my 2 javelins and then collapse into the red sand immediately and just lay there for like an hour.
I would, but if I do anything that would kill me, I'm the one holding the amulet, so I'm the only one who can go back.
Fine, I'll do it. I like poke Kieran with my finger, and I say, if I die or turn into a horrific demon thing, you use that amulet and you send us back in time.
No problem.
And then I reach down and I take the helmet off of Grief Binma.
You hear a like squelching noise
Oh god.
as you pull the helmet off. There have been he's shaved bald. There are like holes in his head. And as you kind of flip the helmet, to look
To see.
inside,
Yeah.
there's nothing on the inside. What is P's ultimate ideal of headgear?
I don't.
Sweet beanie. A sun hat.
Her dad had this hunting cap that he would wear, and he gave it to her at some point, but she lost it when she moved to the city. So I guess
No
maybe it
wonder
looks
your
like
dad
that.
abandoned you.
Almost
Wow.
kind of instantly, the hat kind of changes shape, and it's the exact same. Like the scuff marks, the holes, the patches, everything is exactly the same.
I drop it.
Make me a before you can drop it. Make me
Okay.
a what is it? Difficulty 7 intellect defense roll.
Oh, good. This will be fun. So that's 21. If I don't spend a level of effort, then I will definitely fail. So I will do that, but I only have 3 intellect points, so this could be very bad. And I fail.
You kind of snap the hat on your head. You don't feel any pain. You instantly hear a voice that says, "Well, that was disappointing. Should we leave?"
Uh, I... What? You're the thing you were... You were controlling Binma, or suggesting things to him. Or was he doing that?
A little of column A and a little of column B. This is my home, a home I do not want to be in.
I don't particularly want to be here much either.
Ah. Can P see the amulet, Kieran? Like, can she see it? Like, is it
No.
outside of your shirt, or is it tucked on the inside?
I tucked it inside. I didn't want to get him hurt.
Okay. It's going to be difficult to return to the ninth world, young woman.
Okay, what do we need to do?
We need to... Can you kind of look around?
Certainly. I begin scanning the red sands and the serpent clouds and
The
just taking
pyramids.
it all in.
I believe I know where we are. We are in the southern portion of the continent. We must head. He kind of looks north. The sky is a little, as you say, serpent-filled right now. Perhaps when we get a vision of the night sky, we can figure out where to go.
So we're still in the ninth world, or is this another thing? Is that what you're saying?
P, are you relating any of this information?
I say to them, so there's a voice talking to me right now. It's not giving me any commands to murder you two, but it seems to be the thing that was colluding with Grieve Binma here, and it says that it can get us out of here, but it'll be tough. So what do you two
What does it
think?
want in return?
It doesn't want to be here, which means that its goals are kind of aligned with ours right now. It hasn't mentioned anything except getting the hell out of here as its chief desire.
Yes, indeed.
But what does it want after that? Why did you even put it on, P?
It called to me. It's complicated.
Ah, I didn't realize you have one of the robo-technicians? Interesting.
What is my little robot friend saying anything to me right now, or?
It's kind of in its normal dormant mode, but as soon as you kind of look over at it, it beeps, and it gives you a heads-up display of your own self, and you see the flickering image of you, and then this kind of ghostly apparition, and
Okay.
then it gives you a thumbs up.
Can I try to think at it?
Yeah, you can talk to it, or
All right. I think, or I say to it, looks like I wasn't careful enough.
You see a field of text fill kind of the HUD vision that it projects, and it says, it seems that your mental functions are similar as to what they were before you place the object on your head. And then there's just a big green, like, ASCII thumbs up.
Okay. So
Halim,
I turn to Kieran and Halim, and I point to the thing on my shoulder, and I say, my little friend here is telling me that I seem to be functioning normally. So if this thing is going to try to control me like a puppet, it has not yet begun to do so.
Halim just sort of stares up as he's laying there on the sand. He's like, so wait, how do we get out of here? I mean, if the hat's fine, if the crazy hat is fine, I mean, whatever.
It wants us to go that way, and I point in the direction that it told me to go. It says it should be able to get a better fix on exactly where we are once the sky clears up, and I glance anxiously up at the snake clouds.
There is no way that we are on the
The 9th world.
Fine, lead the way.
yeah,
I
the
make it
ninth
quick.
world. Whatever the new actual in-game world is for the 9th world.
The 9th world.
Yeah,
The world, I guess they would call it.
That world, though.
That world.
Yes.
so
Filled with marinara.
I guess we're following this thing's lead.
Do you continue
I'm following
up
your lead.
continue up the steps of the pyramid, perhaps to take some kind of rest, or
Sure.
Yeah, we should do that. 'Cause I am very hurt.
If we rest, then I can't go back.
Well, I'm
There's
assuming
no going back, Kieran. We've
If
just
we've
got to
been
go
having this-
forward.
if we've been having this conversation in real time, then we're probably over the deadline anyway.
We said like 5 words to each other.
You need to, basically, you should make your decision whether you want to go back now.
Right, exactly.
Hmm.
Before we do
But
anything
that's
else.
a decision for you, not for us.
Yeah.
Well, like here's the thing. I don't want to leave this hat to its own devices for P or whatever.
Look, I've played Diablo. She'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Be fine.
I think it'll be alright.
Nothing to worry about. Fine.
Honestly, I just want to go back in time and then throw P's grenade into the portal, so then... like, we killed him!
Except he didn't immediately come out of the portal. We stepped through and waited for like a couple of seconds, and then he came down his weird tube.
Well, it's a black hole, so I'm assuming it would just, you know...
It's still like it's not like a full black hole. It's like it's a cipher. Like, it's
yeah,
not
it
a
creates
world
a
destroyer.
singularity, and then the singularity disappears.
What is that? What do you mean?
So it creates a black hole, but it's not like a the kind of black hole that we think of in real science.
It's gonna dissipate.
It's like a video game black hole. It'll be there
Yeah.
for a few seconds at best.
Yeah, but then
Probably-
everything would get sucked inside of it.
But not everything, just whatever is in it. It's still a game object. Like, it's not...
That's
Aside-
not how black holes work.
Indeed, it is not how black holes work. We are playing Numenera. None of this shit should work the way it works.
Fine, can I ask, your helmet why he wanted the compass?
I will ask the voice, or do I have to? Because he can apparently see and hear through my senses.
He kind of says, "Oh, that was more in the column Binma. He was looking for a ring. And the compass of desire would have led him to the ring.
What did the ring do?
What
You
kind
should
of a...
ask.
Yeah, I was going to say, what kind of a ring was he looking for?
Binma, yes, he was going to propose to the dead body of Ko, his true and one love. Now, the hat explains that the ring he was looking for was supposedly, it wasn't even an artifact or a cipher, it was some kind of mythic, legendary ring that he believed to exist that would restore him to his former self.
What the fuck?
His former self.
He was a broken
Sick man.
and disturbed man.
Yes, I'm getting that.
He was trapped in 3 prisons during his many lives.
Okay, well, aside from getting out of here, what do you want? Because if you two were working together, what was he doing for you?
Oh, well, I was hoping that maybe the ring would not make me a fucking hat any longer. You know.
I love this hat. I am all about this hat.
I can understand why that would be inconvenient for you.
I am down for hanging out with. I am down for this 4th party member.
He kind of says,
Have we?
the problem, my spirit is very weak. I take on the personality of the wearer over time. So I became more manipulative. I gave Binma ideas and tricks and drawing on his own inability to function in normal society. Rather than it or me corrupting him, he corrupted me.
I see.
Oh, that's a nice twist.
And what would you rather be instead of a hat?
Well,
literally anything.
And he kind of gives you a mental motion to look up the stairs, and you see about a 5.5 foot tall, kind of red-skinned, humanoid-looking figure who's kind of peering out from the side of this kind of top of this pyramid. They're step pyramids, so there's kind of a top level to it.
Okay.
It's kind of looking out. It kind of has a flat face, like there's 2 slits where its nose are. It has like thin rectangular eyes and a thin slitted mouth. And it kind of makes a meeping noise. You hear it, meep, and it kind of ducks its head back behind the... I mean, we all don't look like that, but my skin was a little darker than his.
Okay.
Or hers, I can't tell.
I don't want to. What the fuck?
Are the people in this pyramid going to try to kill us, or should we? We should probably go. Shouldn't we?
No. They're not. And he kind of, you feel him kind of thinking, and he's
Okay.
like, I believe this is the. Yeah, this area shouldn't be violent, but it's been about 150 years, give or take, since I've been here. So unless they're randomly killing each other, I mean, they would have already came to kill you, probably, I would assume.
Yeah, I would think so too. All right, so I turn to Kieran and Halim, and I relay this to them about how Binma's influence was corrupting the hat, and the hat doesn't want to be a hat any longer, and the plan was to find this ring so that the hat could no longer be a hat, and that seems to be the extent of whatever this entity is wanted.
He makes the
I
point.
reckon
Go, Raymond.
if we put,
Like,
I reckon if we put the hat on some kind of construct without a personality, its personality might take over the construct, and then it would have like a robot body and a cool hat.
if you can find me a perfectly functioning organic body, perhaps one in a coma, I could take over the body and live.
Yeah, we could do that.
Was
That's
there
a
Alright,
great
well,
idea.
I feel like
we have
was there someone in a coma?
we have the compass. We could just want to find someone in a coma. I
Well, how
think.
about we get to the top of this pyramid, we'll take a rest, we'll end the campaign, life will go on.
As you walk up the pyramid, perhaps to take a rest or what have you, he says, "I know I mentioned 150 years before, but time doesn't really work the same here as it does in your world.
Okay.
So it's possible we could be before I left or many years after, or anyways." He kind of goes silent as you go up.
Can I take the amulet now? Can I use the amulet now?
It's
You want
been
to
way
use
too
the
much
amulet?
time.
Yeah, it's been way too much time, but as you kind of, perhaps maybe you think you could run through the portal before it closes, you grab the reset amulet.
Well,
Uh,
I just want to know approximately what time would I go back.
5 minutes.
Well, I mean, I know that, but just want to
You
know like
would-
approximately where I will
You
be.
think you would return right before, like, Halim killed Binma.
So then what could I do from there?
You could pick up the hat.
I mean, you could run to the crazy jungle of crazy horrid faces and women land.
No,
Yeah, that
that's
sounds
fine.
fun.
Whatever. It's
Alright,
fine.
so
I'm not going back.
so we'll rest. We'll figure out. We'll at least trust the hat long enough to figure out
Look, I trust the
how to
hat.
get
I'm
out
on
of
board
here.
with the hat.
Where does the
Personally,
compass lead to?
I think it leads to whatever the holder
Well,
wants it to lead to.
I know. I was just asking, like I take the compass out and look at it. For me,
It's
Kieran.
leading. It points to P, and then it's pointing in another direction,
Hmm.
and then it spins around.
Why would it be pointing to P?
Because P is your way out of here.
That's true. Okay, yeah.
As you kind of go up into this small room, P, you can feel like an influx of kind of knowledge of how to speak this language that this person who comes out from behind a like sheet, like a, why can I think it, like a tapestry.
Okay.
Like it kind of is meeping at you, like it's like, and
Okay, and
you
I speak
slowly
Meep
begin
now.
to understand. Yeah, you speak meep. You speak beaker. Um, the thing is, this creature is saying, "Oh, you look like you are hurt. Do you need assistance?"
Um, yes, we do.
Um,
Thank you very
and
much.
as you kind of take in the kind of help from these people, the camera kind of zooms out of the um, kind of pyramid itself and up through the uh, sky, and you catch just a glimpse of the eye of one of these serpent creatures. It's big, probably the size of um, the truck part of a semi. Um, it keeps zooming out, and you see um, this kind of storm of black clouds with serpents going through it like it's some kind of ocean. And as it keeps zooming out, you see a kind of misshapen and broken series of continental pieces and islands. Um, and the screen kind of goes black and credits roll. End of game.
There we go. That's the end of that. That's who would have thought that the best character of the game would turn up in the last minute?
I don't want to be a fucking hack.
I loved it. I'm all about it.
Almost as good, actually, slightly better than Skinless Husband.
I feel like you could play the hat as like a nano or a jack and just never do anything physical.
You probably could.
That would be wonderful.
So, should we talk about this game just a little bit?
We could talk about this game. Brandon, do you want to tell everyone what your original campaign idea was? Because I love it.
So, the original game was, Anin as a city of where, it's the central point of kind of the campaign, and you go and it's the typical fetch quest mission kind of, garbage thing where you go and you get a mission and maybe there's some kind of underlying snaky plot through the whole thing and you kind of discover something or whatever, and then it turned into chase this purple man around the world in 80 days. So I was like, hurry, figure out why he's blowing up a tavern. But yeah.
Some decisions that we made kind of snowballed.
Derailed things, yeah.
Like, maybe if we can find out where he's from, we can track down more about it. Oh, he's from this really far away place. Let's go there! Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, once you went to the, whatever, 4-armed, 6-armed, whatever, how many arms she had, woman, the bathhouse, I knew that. I was like, alright. This is the game now.
This is my life now.
This is my life.
Well, that's cool. Props to you for going with that, and not trying to steer us back onto the course.
I feel like if he'd told us at the beginning of the campaign, hey, I just want to do this thing where Eileen's a hub, then we would have brought the information to them. The people would have died, and then we'd be like, well, that's not our problem. Because the place blew up. That's not our problem.
But then you would have never met, the cool characters.
The cool hat.
So I mean, there's points
and
of
Mirren.
Yeah, there's points of saying, this is what I want to do with the game. But then by saying that, you're kind of restricting the game to being about this, which is good in some cases. If you want to have a game that showcases, particular, if you wanted to, whatever, that doesn't matter. But
Brandon told me this last time we played, or something like that, a while ago. just after the last run, and I'm like, oh, that's why.
Does anyone wanna know what would happen if Kieran would have used the time thing?
Yeah, we still would have been fucked.
Um, no, Kieran would have disappeared.
Oh,
Oh, 'cause it
Why?
would have been in a different timeline.
right.
You
Oh,
would have traveled back, but the other two player characters wouldn't
Would
have.
not have, yeah.
So
Um,
we would have continued playing this.
or he'd end up somewhere. I mean,
And yeah, wow.
because in this land, time doesn't function correctly. So going back 5 minutes
yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean what it means in the ninth
yeah.
world. It could have been 90
Oh.
years. It could have been
Well, that's also a reason why I didn't use it.
Yeah.
activate it. You are a grandpa in a house. You have a red meeping wife. Your half human, half meep children meep at you.
You hear people screaming out on the moors. Give up, Benoit! It's over! I wanted to kill him! You're like, oh shit, it's that time.
Uh, but yeah, that is that Numenera game. So,
I feel like we got the
What?
best ending we possibly could have under the circumstances.
dun, 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 Numenera.
I'm a fan of that hat. I think I'm going to stop the recording here. Farewell from the past. I'm Raymond. Marinara.